Hello, everyone. How is everyone tonight? Hope you are doing fine, of course. With me is the metal just dancing around, as you can see there.
As I always do.
Okay, he is not dancing, but he has his
I'm ready
figure
to go.
dance. And what I also need to do before going further is share this out. That way.
I added an elbow cough emoji to the Vomitorium Discord.
Cool, cool. I'll tweet
So
that.
everybody can dab in there now.
Yeah, it's a. I'm not sure whether we're going to get a lot of people tonight. Well, a lot of people bored, especially with our crew with what's the name of it? Fan version of Drawn and Quarter.
Yeah.
Fortunately or unfortunately, because they are doing Elvira tonight.
Ah, yeah.
I
I
thought
do
that.
like Elvira.
Oh no, did I lose my co-host? Hey,
I'm
Marsupial.
here. Can you not hear me?
No, I was jokingly saying that
Okay.
because of Elvira. You're gonna quit and go watch it.
Come on. I have it muted on the background anyway.
uh,
I just pop back and forth to see what's going on.
uh, oil. Oi, what's all this then? You got a
So
license
you
for
gotta say it
this?
like you got a you gotta say it like you
Oi!
got a Cockney accent. Yeah.
Oi,
You got a
you
license for this
girl!
thing?
You got a license for this here live stream?
Yep. Cockney.
But don't
That's the
have to.
accent.
You don't have to bash it down a little, eh?
Mm.
So,
Like you're from the south side of London.
tonight's supposed to be practice night. I think I'm going to do heads again, but more
Yeah.
specifically,
I
uh,
What are you doing specifically?
the one's John. So I'm gonna just draw the perfect circle, bunch of perfect circles. Timothy says, "What is this I hear about Elvira? They are drawing her on the Drawn and Quartered over on Chester Busby's channel for Drawn and
Cassandra
Quartered fan.
Peters.
That's her real name?
Yeah. She's still doing it too. Like
Yeah,
she owns the rights to the character.
yeah. I'm not sure how she got the rights to the character unless she invented it and all that, and then
I think she always had joint rights to the character.
yeah.
Very nice lady.
Elvira. And I don't think the song is actually supposed to be about her at all. The song Elvira. Timothy's saying cool about that. UPS has disappointed me once again. They didn't manage to get my computer from Fort Worth to Birmingham in 11 hours. Yeah,
Hmm.
they don't know exactly how to do their timing thing like they say. I've noticed, especially when it's coming through the states and then comes into Canada. You know, it ends up like
Yeah, because that's like what?
it's like a week late.
Just under a 10-hour drive.
Yeah, it's like when I was getting my comics, I forget where they were coming from, but it was like supposed to be an 8-10 hour drive to the border. You know, if that. or all the way to here. But it takes about 4 or 5 days to.
Yeah, but also depending on the traffic and the time of day,
Yeah, well, it's not.
you have to go through the rest of DFW to get out of Fort Worth in that direction.
Yeah,
Take what is normally a 45-minute drive and turn it into like a 3.5-hour drive.
yeah. But I don't know where it was coming. Like I said, mine was coming from. I just remember it was fairly close. Well, like I said, within an 8-hour drive, or supposed to be an 8-hour drive to the.
I'm drawing tokens.
Yeah. Let's see. Marsupial said he sent 4 packages all on the same day from the same place in Mesa, Arizona. 3 of them got here on time, but the most important one is stuck in Fort Worth.
Mesa.
Mesa?
Yes. Mesa.
Mesa not gonna do that.
You know what a mesa is, right?
In Texas? You should just say
Well,
where
a
it is.
mesa. It's named after a landform, right? Have you ever seen like Wile E. Coyote or anything? It almost looks like it's a cliff face that goes straight up, and it's a cliff on all sides, like the flat tops.
Okay.
That's a mesa.
Timothy says, I hope they aren't lily lizard livered. Right, Rick? Sure, why not?
Well, I got a lily-livered person right here on my page. It's a dirty thief with his rat right next to him. Yes, well, I knew that. I don't know if Rick did. The reason they call it mesa is because it's on top of a giant mesa.
Well, I started coloring my character today for the thing. I'm gonna finish it up tomorrow, but I just gotta try to decide on the color for his armor. For the Final Fantasy. Haha, says Metal. That is
That's
a
'cause I was talking about
reference.
his character.
He says that is an opening to a reference to the opening of High Noon. Yes, I got that. Can I get my this thing John gave me? I made a for it, but I don't know where I put it. Oh, I guess I'll just bring it up again.
They have like town guards littered all over every map.
Don't believe it. He's not telling the truth. I see the map. No.
No, this I am telling the truth about. You'll see the map and you'll see that I'm telling the truth as soon as you get in there.
Yeah.
For such a poor town, they have a very active police force.
That's why the town's poor.
But yes, for the most part, listen to what Rick's saying. Don't believe me about almost anything that I say that isn't related to the mechanics of the game.
Timothy says, "Hi, the theme song is the favorite part of the show. It's the opening to High Noon is bad in a good way." Yeah, I gotta get. I'm planning on doing one for here. I've got to record it. I just gotta. I want to put some picture to it or whatever. Marsupu said, "You know what sucks about being in private mode on Twitter? So many people are deprived of my daily brilliance."
If he says so.
Well, so it will be hard to steal and whatnot. It says,
It might be. Might not. It's a dice roll anyway, so.
depends on what your things are. I think did I pick that? I know you say not to. What? You know what? Okay, so Google Docs. You should be opening. You know this. You should do the opening to this show like the Crypt Keeper. Okay, and now how do I get? Okay, these are my owned by me. Let's go owned by anyone. Up there. This, I know it's a roll, but oh, I don't think I took it. I want it to. I'll probably put it on later then. Sneak.
Oh, if you want to be able to sneak, that you're gonna have to learn that.
Yeah, I know, because I didn't put it down, so that's one of my things.
No, I don't think Rick should do the opening of a show like the Crypt Keeper. I don't think he could pull it off. We draw all these freaking NPCs.
You're only drawing the ones you need to draw for the first session, maybe 2 sessions, right? At the moment.
Yeah, but the thing is, because I'm designing a very important town that you guys are going to come back to a lot, I at least have to have like a default male and female of each of the type of races that show up in that town too that I can litter the map with.
Yeah. You can barely do your Yosemite Sam. I could do not boo. I could open it as Yogi Bear. Hey, everyone! Welcome to After Dark.
We will never speak of this again.
When the sun goes down. Hey. There's no Ranger Smith around. How is practicing coming along, Rick? Good. Can you guys not see?
I can see.
Yeah. Huh. Timothy, have you never seen Yogi Bear? That was a very good Yogi Bear. I know that. Sort of. You've sort of heard of Yogi Bear? Marsupio said that was Yogi Bear. And congratulations, Marsupio. You're the 100 tweet message, the restream message of the day. You win absolutely absolutely nothing. Hey, Albrecht, how are you tonight? Okay, that was off. That was not good. Hey, boo boo. Let's go get some picnic baskets. Because Ranger Smith is sleeping.
Oh, he was talking about the drawing. He wants to know what the heck you're drawing.
I'm just drawing circles. I'm practicing. Dillard gave me a lesson for drawing faces, and I'm practicing it.
Oh yes, Marsupial, everybody was worried because I told them you died.
Let's see. I can show this. So he had some. So here's what Dillard gave me. I won't be showing a certain picture. That's will castrate all our faces or all our eyes. So yeah, he gave me this. This is it. He said this is how people normally teach you to draw heads. He says this is how he does it.
That's how I do it too.
Saying much simpler.
Yeah, that's how I do it. Because I use the bottom of the circle for the nose line. But I think I've told you before that me and Dillard draw heads pretty much the same way.
Yeah. And then, he's like skinny and fat. So I'm using a template to get my circles exact. Elric says weather is weird in the east.
I think the weather's weird in the east. You should try being in Texas for a little bit. Right now it's 48 degrees outside. As far down to like 35.
Unfortunately, I'm
Though I
not
guess
sure.
compared to Elric, Texas would be the East. I think almost everything is to him.
Hey, Evan! Elric says it was 48 this morning in California, or at least where he was living. Can't say it was that in all of California. I'm sure it was different in, like, say, San Francisco. Not that anyone wants to know what's going on in San Francisco.
I can tell you exactly what's going on without even being there. Right now, there's a homeless guy taking a squat in the middle of the street. And then later, some poor person is going to step in it.
Says no one lives in San Francisco.
Sure they do. It's just a bunch of homeless people.
Homeless LGBT people, right?
Maybe, I don't know.
Just because I know San Francisco has been famous for at least part of the LGBT community.
I try not to pay attention to that stuff so much.
Yeah.
But mostly it's because every time I try to pay attention to it, I just see some person walking somebody else on a leather leash like a dog. And then I'm just like, nope, I'm backing back out.
Just like the new Batman. Okay, who's the? What do you? Oh, you mean for Batwoman?
Oh yeah, they put pictures of the new person in her costume. She looks like she bought it from a Spirit Halloween store.
Yeah. I might watch the first
Evan does
episode
look
of
like
two.
he's having a stroke. This all these he's just spamming down.
Yeah, well, they actually put that in the comic too, or that's where they got it from. I'm not sure which. The Batgirl comic, they have that somebody that they made somebody that looked like that actress who's going to be the new Batwoman in the comics, I think. Not that I got it, but I've seen a review on it, or at least the first 8 to 10 pages that they put online.
I think Evan's having a haircut? I don't know. He's probably not even watching or paying attention. That's probably why it's all just like random emojis in the Discord chat.
Yeah.
Okay, that one was a buffalo. I guess YouTube doesn't have a buffalo.
Yeah, he just now. Or I don't know. I think he just randomly putting stuff in. Yeah, because I don't think he's watching it anymore for some reason. He's a cat fart.
Evan's boycotting you, Rick. By not boycotting you.
I wonder what he'd do if I shut that, if I took that away from this. And the thing is, he has to go in the one because the regular live chat doesn't want to work.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Lately, it's not been working. I'm probably gonna do something about that soon. Yes, we all boycott something by giving it as much attention as possible. Yeah, but see, Elric, he's throwing all the emojis down, but he's not seeing a thing that's going down, and he's not even hearing us. He's just reading what's in the chat. If he's doing that. Worked real well for a Shield hero, so it got 2 more seasons. Is that broccoli?
Broccoli? That looks like broccoli, yeah. Broccoli and milk. I think he's trying to tell you to go get a well-balanced diet.
Broccoli. No broccoli in this chat. Can I do something?
Broccoli was the best character in Naruto. Oh, sorry, his name was Rock Lee.
Or eggplant. No broccoli or eggplant in this chat.
Oh, you don't like either?
No.
I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan, but if I get, like, I don't mind the beef and broccoli, as long as it has the beef in it.
But I know the one thing that almost everybody cringes at when I say that I don't like, and I think it's sacrilege, watermelon.
I like watermelon. I can understand somebody not liking it. One of my brothers can't even eat it because he has a mild allergy to it. And I'm just wondering, like, how can you have an allergy to something that's basically just water? Or it's in his head. Oh, he's got you now. He put the letter A in the chat.
A, B. What do you... He's like, what do you got against broccoli? I'm like, everything!
Clearly, Rick does not like things that are good for him.
I like mushrooms. I like tomatoes.
Mushrooms are like... Okay, tomatoes are good for you. Mushrooms are like neutral for you.
Green peppers.
They got like...
olives.
Oh, do you like green peppers and olives on your pizza?
Yeah. Onions. Although I prefer green olives over black olives, but I will eat black olives. No problem. Mm. Although I found out... green and black olives, one's just older.
Yeah. The green is when it's like ripening.
Yeah. And I think black is it's overripe.
Yeah, I like there's certain toppings meat wise that I like on pizza, but I'm not a huge fan of everybody's favorite topping.
Or
I don't really
pepperoni.
like. Yeah, yeah.
I like.
But
I don't mind pepperoni on pizza, but I like a variety. Sometimes I don't want it on, and I'll put some other meat on instead.
I love like a veggie lovers pizza or whatever. Like all the stuff they throw in there.
Yeah.
Just always weird people hear from me because otherwise I'm kind of a carnivore.
Yeah. Evan says, if I could find a cauliflower, I'd post that. Cauliflower sucks too. um,
I just had a banana like not too long before the stream.
and let's see. Edward says, so Cross doesn't like Brawley. Does that make Brawley mad? Because even Carrot, Carrot in the chat is Cross fine with those. I like.
He's talking about Broly, who's a character from Dragon Ball that's named
Yeah.
after broccoli.
I don't mind carrots. I used to like them as a kid, but somehow I developed a taste to not liking them really that much. I don't know what happened there.
I was never a fan, but I force myself to eat them. Usually in stew, because it tastes more like the stew than it does by like rare carrots, raw carrots.
Evan says
But I'll eat a lot of things in stew.
Evan says broccoli or cauliflower. Broccoli or cauliflower? What about broccoli or
Oh,
cauliflower?
he's asking Elric what he prefers.
Oh, okay. Selric. Oh, and something I decided a couple days ago that I never told anybody yet. Well, I told my mom. Let's reset the point. I'm gonna do the Cross Comics coloring book, but I'm gonna hold off on doing the putting up the campaign for number 2 of the Canadian Shield and number 1 till I know that I can pay for them fully beforehand, or that I've actually can do number 1 for Snowdrift. Just because I want to make sure it's all good, all done, all paid for, and you know,
Yeah.
not having to put out any money. So it might end up being a couple extra months or a few extra months for before I do the campaign, depending on what goes on. Parmesan cheese is good, and ranch dressing is good.
What on pizza?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about. He just got he said put ranch.
If somebody's putting ranch on pizza, just like I do when Travis does that, I'm gonna have to say you're a heretical fool.
Yeah,
that should burn at the stake.
I only use the ranch dipping sauce maybe afterwards for the crust.
That's more excusable, but just don't put your tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is that's heresy.
The correct answer was eggplant. How do you manage to ruin the trick answer? Says Evan to Ulrich. Eggplant is good, full stop. Rick, did Rick get my message? No. What message? Oh, cut my. Is he saying that I should cut my hair?
What is the last time you cut your hair? 1992?
No. A couple years ago. I should see how badly people want me to cut my hair. Shave myself bald.
As a campaign tier.
On stream. Well, I could do that or just do it to raise money to pay for it. Who's willing to? Are we willing to put in? $20 a piece. Get it up to 500. Can we get it up to 500? Can we get it up to 1,000?
Dillard will just pay the whole pot just to see you shave your head.
Oh, no, it's not. It didn't even go. I put cut your own hair and it didn't even go into the Discord. For some reason.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what he was saying. Because he just posted a group like a minute ago. He says someone tell Rick to cut his hair.
I had to get my hair cut twice this year. Just for the fact that it grows.
Dillard says he's going to go find a picture of a dog. You know what? So don't accept any DMs from Dillard.
No, don't go look at any DMs from John. Unfortunately, it's not about accepting because, he's already... He just has to post...
Preemptively narc on John there.
Yeah.
Mostly because I don't want the chat to have to suffer like they did last time.
Or yourself.
Like I said, I was looking down at my food when that happened.
Yeah.
It also means that I'm not going to go rewatch that stream.
You don't want to accidentally see it.
Yeah, it's not like I haven't seen like any dog I've owned penis before. But it's not something that's like, I didn't want to see that. Why couldn't you do that somewhere else?
Yeah. It's bad enough if you have to take them for a walk and clean up their poo.
Yeah. That's why I liked owning a yard. Never have to clean up a dog's poop. Apparently Elric forgets that his hair grows.
He said he had to get his hair cut twice this year. I just forgot that it grows, and then when it annoys me, I get it cut. Okay. If you don't say so, Elric. Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing. How do you forget your hair grows? I know it grows, I just don't care.
Dillard's trying to get you already.
Yeah, so I see. Um, Metal Norked on you, Dillard. He
Hasn't he
did.
learned by now that part of my fun is ruining other people's fun?
He didn't want to see the disgusting images that you want to be showing. And he didn't want to subject the chat to it either. But I think it's more he didn't want to
Oh,
see
more
it
so
himself.
that.
I was going to say, I think it's more he didn't want to see it.
No, somebody here has to care about the chat.
Hey, I care about the chat. I wouldn't want them to see it either. I should have known better last night and not clicked on it, but I was hoping Dillard was just going to be all talk and that. But he wasn't, so now buyer beware or something like that. Now I no longer open. I no longer show my browser and
No, Rick, you just want everybody else to suffer with you. You know, we all know.
Yeah, last night it was exactly that. I wanted everybody to suffer with me. If he did it, I'll admit it. Then again, I could be nice, and if I open something like that, not be showing it to the chat next time. Dylan says, "J ass metal." Why don't you go to find a nice game and stay there and stop ruining people's fun?
Because that wouldn't be fun for me.
Or me.
No, I see the oxymoron that Evan is trying to point out. Your hair can't literally grow like an anime character if anime characters' hairs don't grow.
So tomorrow night we will be playing, most likely be playing Genshin Impact.
Genshin Impact.
I said that right?
G,
Metal?
not a... Yeah. It's a hard G. Gen.
Okay, metal went away.
What? Can you not hear me? I'm talking. How can you...
Yes, it does, because my hair literally grows like anime hair. No, it doesn't. Cartoons are real. If I wanted to grow it out in 2 years, I could pull off Super Saiyan. So your hair grows as it grows spiky. I can hear metal. You can?
Okay.
I fixed noise.
Rick.
Are you talking, metal?
Yeah, I'm talking.
If you are, type in the chat.
Everybody else can hear me.
The R's are the main ones.
I wouldn't be surprised if his headphones came out.
I'm talking. Okay, I'm not hearing you. So I don't know
I don't
whether
know. I
it's
think maybe
my
I
end
can.
or your end. I don't think so. Let me test my headphones on something. What will we test them on? No, my. Oh, they did come out. Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Somehow my earphones came out.
That's what I was thinking because Elric could hear me.
Yeah, I don't know how I pulled them out without realizing. I forget what I asked you, anyways.
Oh, you asked me the pronunciation. I kept telling you. I'm sure Elric heard me. It's Genshin, like
Genshin?
with a hard G. Yeah, yeah. It's a hard G. Not like Jensen. It's Genshin.
Genshin. Chopping your legs, you don't know how to find the buns. Anyways, that's what we should be, will most likely be playing tomorrow night here. You should actually like it. I think you'll like it, Elric. I've played up to, got myself up to level 15. So, yes, Evan.
Yeah, but Elric wouldn't like it because it's owned by China.
Uh-oh. Guess we're going to have to get rid of it. Hey, just as long as we don't give them any money.
Yeah.
Elric's saying he's seen it before. And Evan's trying to get my attention, but, he's not here to hear me, so. I had a smoothie yesterday. Still some left over. Smoothies are good. Milkshakes are better. Especially McDonald's milkshakes. I should go find a McDonald's tomorrow and have a McDonald's milkshake. Cause it's pronounced. I thought it pronounced it right the once there. Genshin or Genshin.
It's a hard. It's a hard G.
So Gen or
No,
G
no. Gen.
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 Oh Gen.
Gen. Yeah.
Gen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, what about those ones, Dillard? Okay, he says those face masks look great. Not perfect, but but very good.
Gen, Gen,
Gen Shin. Gen Shin. I know I'm saying it wrong.
Genshin.
Gen Shin. Gen Shin.
No, because literally the shin at the end of it, which depending on what language you're saying, and it can be shin or sheen, is the Chinese character for deity.
Uh huh. Or says, yes, you said it right. don't have to reach so far. Cross Comic says you're ruining my plan. Evan says he's going to take out his anger out on Todd. Is there another stream I should be skipping? I don't think so. This isn't as bad as yesterday's high noon.
Was yesterday's high noon bad?
Yeah, a bunch of the chat, mainly Dillard, trying to insinuate that my characters are gay and that I had gay fantasies or the such.
Oh, that just sounds like Dillard in general. But Dillard calls everything gay, so...
Yeah, but he was getting it. He got the chat in on it too, so, you know, it was even more so. Hello, Sticky Art. How are you? Timothy says, apparently, Dylan thinks something is gay ass. He seems to be an expert on what is gay. Cross Comic says, wait, is this a male appreciation stream, isn't it? No. I forgot to do
Oh yeah, I remember what Eagle brought up. It's because somebody made a joke in the chat, and Dillard and I just kept running with it.
He's doing good. I forgot. Do you do digital art? I don't do a lot of digital drawing, but I'm doing digital coloring. Because, well, I will admit I'm not the best traditional artist, and I suck even worse at digital, although I'm going to get better. Although I don't mind digital. I'm slowly getting better at it. Little bits by little bits. Maybe if I ever got a actual one that I draw on and it's right on it instead of you know, the graphics tablet that I have. Because this is what I have. I do here and it appears on the screen in front of me. Sometimes I have to correct stuff, so you know that's been done. Traditionally, I correct it digitally. Oh yeah, you seem to be getting better at drawing heads. And it went on. Okay, I just bought a cheap Samsung tablet for $350. It works well, and it went on sale today for $250. Oh, cool. But if I can quickly.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. Which I mean, he can confirm this from the chat. Elric messaged me earlier and said he was not interested.
Okay.
But he will be watching the chaos from the chat.
Okay. Well, hopefully, maybe next time we do one, Elric can join in. So yeah. Once you draw that face mask so many times that you can replicate it in your perfect freehand, then we move on to step 2. Yeah, well, I figure use my thing. Skip the perfect circle. Let's see. So here's something I drew up freehand. And I fixed this. I redrew this part here digitally. So, and it's something that I've somewhat colored digitally. I haven't finished it yet. Sticky. So I just thought I'd show you that as an example.
Well, based on what the group has been saying, I have very little faith that you guys are even going to beat the first boss. Not because you won't have the physical capability, but you guys will just never go there.
The question is, can one person defeat that boss by themselves?
Well, you definitely can't.
Yeah, I need one other person. Damn it! Well, if I could kill and all that, I could technically. Could I technically beat him by myself if I can actually kill?
If you grind it up to be a high enough level, yeah. I mean, the boss has a set level.
Well, I doubt we'd be going to the boss at level 1, or the first boss at level 1, but...
Oh, you'd be demolished. Even with a large group, I mean, level differences matter.
True. Timothy says, is that a challenge medal? Yes, it is. It's a challenge to work together, not a challenge to try and, demolish each other.
Well, technically, from my perspective, everything that I put in your way in the game is a challenge for you to overcome. I mean, that's kind of like the general discipline behind game design, right?
Oh, and I'm not sure who was, if anybody was, is it here? Oh, yeah. Why is Rick drawing Pokemon balls? I'm not. I'm drawing face circles, circles and math. So tomorrow, I'm going to be finishing up my first little Cross Comics short. Hopefully, I'm going to finish it up. Something I did a long time ago, but I'm drawing it up better. So, my character Ape, although I actually like the way he looks here, I might actually take that. Well, it's going to get colored in eventually, but take that and just make it his profile pic. If I can make it look good. Why do you ignore me? He says, "Coming." It's round, but it's a moon. It's not a moon. It's not a moon. It's not a moon. It's not a moon. There. I'm not ignoring you. So, if you guys want to stop by watching me finish that up, I say this sarcastically, but a very original name, Ape. Yeah, well, that's literally what he is he gets messed up. It's just some ape in the wild that gets a whole bunch of chemicals doused on him and makes him grow to, like King Kong size. 40 feet, I think, standing straight up. So it's like... somebody else actually takes control of them and names them eventually, but or gives them that name. But they're like, I guess they could have given them a better name. why? Why not all Canadian Shield Red Cape Man? Is he smart? He's smarter than your average gorilla, but he's probably still below.
I feel like you missed an
The,
opportunity to say he was smarter than your average bear.
yeah.
All the Yoki talk earlier.
He's smarter than the average bear. Let's just say he's smarter than you, Elric. No.
I mean, that's not going to do much for a villain.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he's. That's his. Why are you drawing over and over again? If I may so be bold to ask, because this is practice night. You guys get to watch me practice drawing. Well, certain things to become better, and just talking while doing it. Something simple but not simple at the same time.
This was partially my idea.
Yeah, so you can blame Meadow if you don't like it. But what are you practicing? In this case, just drawing it, the basic forms of a head. I guess I could fill in the eyes and all that. Okay, I can't. What is soy? Do not skip steps. If you want to draw eyes, start a new drawing. What do you mean, skip step? The eyes aren't on any of these. How'd that be skipping a step? Well, I guess you don't have them on this. Well, technically he does have them on this. You have them on this second one. The mask. So I guess it would just be putting all this other stuff in there too. I've just been practicing up to this point. I could technically, I guess, practice.
He wants to see you do a new drawing where you freehand the face mask as well, and then you can fill out the face instead of using a circle to set it up.
I have been freehanding the mask.
Well, he wants the circle too.
He wants the circle freehand?
Yeah, because the circle doesn't have to be perfect, but
Yeah.
you need to take the time to make it as close to perfect as you can possibly do.
Yeah.
But this is also part, like, I've been telling you for a while that you would benefit a lot from doing a rough sketch phase before you start going into your characters. And this is the benefit of the rough sketch part.
Yes, that goes for all of you. I think there's John.
Probably.
Hello, John.
Hello. Look, this is what I mean. Don't do that when you. If you want to draw a face, right? Don't mess with any of the practicing that you've been doing. Just move over to another side of the paper, and then draw your circle, nice and slow. Do it hairy. You know what I mean? Do it, little chops. Make your circle as perfect as you can, and then draw in your face mask as perfect as you can. And make sure when you do that, when you're practicing, do it full size, like you're doing it on a full size piece of paper. Like make the head about a good, 3 inches tall, and nice and big, or even get 4 fingers. Make your head 4 fingers tall, and then when you think you say, okay, you know what, I did that face mask in that circle. You look at it straight on, and you're like, this is as perfect as I can make it. Then go ahead and practice with whatever you want to do next. That's all. That's all I'm trying to get across.
No.
Because messing around with the things that you've already done with the template is not going to help you. Just try to do it real slow and freehand it. Get that face mask as perfect as possible. Should take you about 2 minutes. All right. That's all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Rick, listen to teach. Maybe one day he'll let you draw the shadow. I've drawn the shadow already.
But yeah, if you kind of chicken scratch at it, it's not that hard to get a circle that looks remotely close to perfect.
Well, I'd say that one's pretty good. I got there. Don't let the template be. Oh. This thing, I've been drawing probably circles like this for I don't know how long. I just decided to use it because stuff like this I don't use as often as I should. Too.
Yeah, honestly though, you should really mostly just be using that when you're doing mechanical things, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're working on machine or something like that.
Yeah.
Or a porthole on a boat.
It's much harder the bigger you make the circle. That's why I challenged him with freehand. Yeah, making a circle The circle's bigger freehand. But how play is, I think, the eyes. Oh, 49 times we fought to be. Yeah, I only said about putting the other stuff in all that other stuff just because to please the quote unquote audience. Because they seem bored with the.
To be fair, your audience seems bored very often, even if what's going on isn't boring.
Sure. Your stream is laggy, Cross.
Is it? It's fine for me.
Depends on who's actually in the stream. Oh, it looks back to normal now. I'm 5 minutes behind. How's the future? Why are you so far behind, Eagle?
Eagle's always behind. You know this.
Yeah, but the question is why. Alric says I'm good now. You usually get interested when Dillard is on or Metal is on, which is most of the time. Yeah, I'll admit that if I have somebody to talk to, especially if we find something to talk about, there's the other problem. Sometimes I need something to talk about.
Well, what's your opinion on dwarf supremacy?
Sure, why not? Let's be ruled by the little people. Or let's be the wee people. Well, sorry, the wee people is. This looks like what? This almost looks like a
See, the problem
sentinel.
is the dwarves are like really good engineers, so then that just reminds me of the Germans, and I don't want somebody socially engineering society.
Should take most of this out. Our class. Yeah. And Timothy says we should never allow the dwarfs to take over. Yes, John?
He says that it's looking great.
You're already way better than metal. Says. I told Charles if he improves too much, it will be unbearable. Now you need to teach Rick how to make the perfect shadow nose. The shadows. The shadow nose. Now, of course, this is just a front-on view too, so you know, lots of things change when you suddenly change the direction of the face. Rick, stop.
He says stop it right there.
Rick says, "What's the difference between the Shadow and Batman? The fake makes more money." It says the eyes are too big and too close to the side of the head.
Yeah, he's right about that. On average, the head is like 5 eyes wide.
Yeah. Guess I just
Eyes
let.
distance between each eye and then between the edges of the head. Though it can be trimmed a little, but you kind of don't want to do it too much.
But you need to shave off about a quarter off the ends. It, maybe it's just I like large eyes. Either that or I'm too used to, Spider-Man. Her characters were full face masks and they have these giant eyes on them. Wait, you said they were too
Maybe we
big,
should
John. So I
look at
sort of
Peter
redid.
Parker outside of the mask sometime.
Yeah. Is that better, John? Or would Timothy? Shadow knows nothing. Newsflash: the shadows. You can like large eyes all you want. Correct eyes is enough. That it's hard to break the habit of drawing perfect eyes. Or it's like, if you did not misuse your retro judgment, you might be able to cross a lot of people. Yeah, look at Howard trying to um whatever you want to call it to Eagle. Meanwhile, if somebody was insulting anime, he'd be the same way as Eagle.
I don't know. Eagle was trying to bait him before by insulting anime. It didn't work.
Oh, it was working. I just wouldn't allow it. Good night, Cross Comics. I didn't need to. I don't need to. Anyone will bring up the difference between reality and fiction. Timothy's like, can I get Eagle's wrench? Eagle doesn't have a wrench. Like, did you get something he doesn't have? And Elric, not Elric, Eagle, you did misuse it just by playing the game of Head and Tails for that.
Yeah, wasn't that Pope Raven's favorite game to play as a mod?
He's like, oh right about Eagle not having a wrench. And Eagle says, Bullet and Timothy won it. The other chimed out, so he gave them a chance to see if their dream realized. It's not my fault it didn't work.
Everybody used to play that game. I remember that was so common in Dillard's chat at one point in time, with everybody doing heads or tails, that he basically had to wrench everyone for their own protection.
Yeah. Oh no, it was once in Dillard's chat that you came in there without a wrench. It wasn't even heads or tails. You know, you talked, you know, you got timed out.
Yeah. The Wild West days.
And Eagle, yes it is. You guys as moderators are sort of told the rules. Don't time somebody out without a good reason. And playing Head and Tails isn't a good reason.
So who's all playing on Saturday?
Me, you, John, Timothy, Marsupio,
Yep.
and maybe Evan.
Well, no, Evan's not playing on Saturday.
Okay.
He might be playing on Saturdays in the future sometime, but he's not playing on this Saturday. For sure.
So we've got 4 people for sure at the moment. Dillard's, oh yeah! Well, he didn't quite say that, you know. I'm translating it to sound better, or whatever, however you want to say it.
Invite someone new. Oh, I mean, I guess I could have.
Oh, Buck's
I could all
playing.
kinds of people do. I figured you.
Buck's playing too, right?
The schedule's too inconsistent.
Oh, I thought you said he was going to be coming and going or whatever, possibly.
Yeah, he might be playing a guest character here and there, but his schedule's inconsistent, and there's no room for a guest character in the first session, so second session, sure.
Yes,
he's available.
but Eagle,
Perfectly fine.
yeah, Eagle, you didn't have the ultimate permission from me to even play the game.
No, I could have invited other people. I figured you guys didn't want to play with people you didn't know.
I don't care. As long as you know. Decent people, you know. Maybe they'll actually might want to actually play the game and not play Let's Kill Rick or something like that. Timothy says he's okay with other people he doesn't know playing.
Buck probably could come in first session. Because he does have a draft character prepared.
Who?
Buck. He has a draft character prepared. Basically like a pre-drafted character that he had waiting to use. Well, that'd be awful. Not awful that he'd be playing, but awful party comp-wise, because it's just going to be another bruiser. That'd be funny, though. We'd watch you guys die against the boss because nobody's got any healing. But he could play session 1 because he has a prepared character, and I know he's off. Let me ask him.
The number one bruiser says Timothy.
That's assuming I can even get his attention.
No one gets that thing, says Timothy. I think I do. Goons or some sort of hockey game. Hockey type.
Yeah, he said he's cool for it. I'm like over here trying to wave him down, and he's just like so intent on his screen that he could not see me unless I went over there and like poked him.
Ah, so Rick, once you draw the features where they should be, you should put an image of a comic character that is popular and start to morph the face to match said character. No, Rick, it was from George Romero movie called The Bruiser. Okay, and what was the movie about? I thought you accidentally missed the reference. The boulder from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh, you're not familiar with the boulder from Avatar: The Last Airbender? The Macho Man Randy Savage inspired the character. It was about a man who put on a mask to and has his revenge on his boss and wife and various other victims. He works for Mary Gibson called the Bruiser. Ah, okay. Seemingly interesting.
Possibly. Good director, so it's probably a good movie. I haven't seen it though.
So, does everybody want to use Discord, or are we going to use Meet?
As far as I know, we're using Meet.
Okay.
I think it was Dillard specifically was kind of against using Discord.
Okay.
I don't remember anyone else.
It was a man with one arm, and Harrison Ford was the star.
It's The Fugitive. Yeah. Oh, you can put it in the chat too.
Yeah. Well,
That's a good movie.
yeah, based on an old TV series too, which I don't think I've ever seen a full episode of. Oh, I didn't even notice Dylan had put the ears on this. I didn't put the ears on the other one. Eric says, Timothy, I'm the bad speller. I think half the people on the internet are the bad spellers, Ulrich. Or more. I know I am. That's why I like being on this end. I don't have to spell!
I also didn't even know that The Fugitive have a sequel.
Yeah, neither did I. It was also good, but not as good. I think he was trying to say.
Yeah, he says also good, not as good, but good. U.S. Marshals is the sequel. I thought I saw U.S. Marshals. I didn't know that was a sequel.
Oh, it's a sequel, but it's not a sequel. It's the same character. It's in the same universe.
Like a spin-off, right? Tommy Lee
Yeah.
Jones is the Marshal.
Yeah. And he might be after another fugitive, but it's not quite the same as, the original, which was actually based.
I've seen that movie many times, and I never paid attention that it was the same character.
But I think this time, of course, the guy is guilty. I'm not sure. I forget. I think I've seen the U.S. Marshals movie too, but once or twice. Well, there's an even bigger head, so. So what do you guys think of the even bigger head? I liked him in the role. Yeah, well, yes, the fugitive Harrison Ford did star in the movie version. I forget who starred in the TV version.
Yeah, the TV version is like one of those things that I definitely was aware existed, but I've never even seen it.
I think I've seen clips of it, or but I've never even seen a full episode. And it's like black and white too, so I think the whole series. I like the selling of The Secrets to China. Overall, it was a good movie, especially with Robert Downey Jr. character. I liked him in the role of the villain. So is this a zoomed in mugshot Or is he literally a floating head like Zordon? No, it's just me practicing heads for the first hour or so. Travis, I was doing nothing but heads or circles with these masks on. Then I did a few on here, and then John said to do it bigger. And then I really would have went big into comb. Eagle says we should watch The Fugitive and then U.S. Marshals. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that.
Well, in the suggestion chat.
Yeah. Under good movies, I would put those both under good movies.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Dillard says I should morph these heads into characters that we know. I don't think he's talking from the Crossverse. I think he's talking probably Marvel and DC. Maybe some other franchise. Ulrich says, hate it when they replace Zordon in the Power Rangers. Yeah. I'm not sure what I think of the way they did Zordon in the latest movie version.
Oh, with Cranston?
Yeah, although I can't really... I like the suits in that one, but I can't really say I liked a lot of the other crap in it.
The whole thing was just one big advertisement for Krispy Kreme. Which is a shame because I really like Cranston. He's a good actor.
They got some weird lady to replace him. Some weird masked lady to replace him. It really was laugh out loud. Okay, I think he's talking about me talking about what you want to call it. So you're agreeing with a whole bunch of stuff about the latest one.
You guys got Krispy Kreme up where you are?
We don't have any of the coffee shops or donut shops, whatever you want to call it. But
you have like the store brand stuff you can get from the store?
Yeah. I think they've been in Walmart. I think that's the only place that I've seen them. I could be wrong. Not that there's a lot of cheap stores like that. Oh well. Cheap ones. And then they teased us with Tommy in the mid-credit scene. Yeah. Then we didn't get the sequel. Well, that's good but bad, Elric, that we didn't get the sequel. But it's because it did. I don't think it made the money for them to think it was worth a sequel. Although I would have probably liked to see a sequel. There was a lot of stuff I didn't like in it, but I wouldn't say it was super bad. But I actually do own that. Although, the thing I didn't like was when they made the original Power Rangers movie, and then they changed everything in well, I didn't mind that they were going to change stuff in the TV series itself. But, they've already done all these computer graphics stuff, made it for the movie. Why not bring it into the actual,
Legit.
thing? Because I think the movie versions of the Zords and all that, the 3D graphics and all that looked way better than the cheap model stuff.
Well, it especially at the time, it costs a lot just to even integrate that stuff into a shot.
Yeah.
They didn't have the budget to even use the models. Favorite voice actors was in that movie. Yeah, the original one.
And then of course,
Johnny Young Bosch.
Turbo, the Turbo one just sucked. Ivan Ooze was the best movie villain for the Power Rangers.
Well, Ivan Ooze is one of the best movie villains, period.
Yeah, well, let's see.
Like-
The other one was actually the villain in the TV series for the Power Rangers Turbo. So,
Oh, Divatox.
and then, Rita Repulsa in the last one, but, she was the main villain. Although they gave her a nice. I think I liked the way that they did Rita in thing, and I sort of liked the fact that she was once a Power Ranger gone bad. I like that idea. It would have been neat to see Zed and him, end up being one of them too, having been a Power Ranger gone bad. Either that or he was the one that corrupted Rita to go bad, and that would have been a neat storyline. Johnny Young Bosch, aka Renton, aka Lush, and Ichio?
Lelouch and Ichigo, yeah. He played Adam, the Black Power Ranger,
Okay.
in the second group.
Okay.
Yeah, the one that was in the movie. Yeah, and he has become a voice actor since then, and he plays a lot of stuff. He's actually going to be the voice of Broly from Dragon Ball now. Yeah, and he's also Nero in Devil May Cry. Vic was the voice of Broly, but they kicked him, so now Johnny
Yeah.
Bosch is taking over. But he's done a lot of voice roles, and he's really good. I like his voice.
Yeah, well, I heard about them rebooting the Power Rangers, and Elric saying without the Super Sentai footage. Yeah, that'd be nice. And it's supposed to be the most powerful ones yet, I think. I've seen some stuff on YouTube. I haven't checked it out yet about it, but somebody reviewing the idea or whatever, or some written stuff they've seen. I don't know exactly. I actually need to catch up on the last 2 or 3 years of Power Ranger stuff.
I stopped watching.
Pardon?
So I stopped watching.
Oh yeah, I stopped watching, and then a couple years ago I went and caught up to where it was, and then it's like, okay.
So I think, what was the last one I watched all the way through? I think it was Dino Thunder, and that was just because Jason David Frank came back.
The actor of Tommy, right?
Yeah,
And he was, I think, the White Ranger.
he played Tommy.
Yeah, not the,
When he came back, he was the Black Ranger in that one.
oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Because he was their teacher, and there was I think it was Stegosaurus was the Zord that he ended up having. Though that was one of those ones where everybody gets multiple Zords.
Ah! Why did my laptop shut down?
Ooh, is that how you're looking at the chat?
Yeah. That's how I was looking at the chat.
Brachiosaurus. That was it. He had the long neck Brachiosaur. I know there was a Stegosaurus. I just don't remember who had it. There's a bunch of different dinosaurs.
Okay. I got it back. Yay!
I kind of started with, what was it? I think Wild Force was the one where it started, where they're like, okay, let's start mixing and matching pieces in there.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, from early on, they would have multiple Zords and stuff, but that one was just like, let's build a Zord from different pieces and rearrange it to our will.
Yeah, the combiners. Just basically combiners. Well, you know, everything's combiners with them, you know. I would have. Heck, there was one point, I think, for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers that before they actually went and canceled that and just brought up a totally new one with a totally new crew with nobody of the originals or wasn't a tie-in to the original per se. Then I think everybody, if they brought back everything, everybody could have had their own Zord. They'd gone through like 5 other Zords. It was like, yeah, let's have 6 Zords.
It's very weird, too, how the progression of Power Rangers went when you compare it to, like, Super Sentai, which is... I don't even want to say it's a base, because they use the footage, but it's like a completely different world and universe with its own storyline and everything.
Yeah.
But, like, there's, like, a solid thread from Mighty Morphin all the way to, I think, Lost Galaxy, where you can follow this thread from point A to point B.
Yeah.
Which is very different than Sentai, because Sentai was constantly same universe, but they were constantly like restarting the group from scratch with different people and plots.
Yeah. Let's see. Rick says, what I loved about Mighty Morphin was how the American version basically kept the Green Ranger because of how popular he was. My mom's saying, see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Eagle says, I think I remember watching Samurai Power Rangers, like a couple episodes.
I've seen a couple episodes of that.
Yeah.
Because they brought Bulk back for that one, I believe.
Yeah, he was like a cop or something, or maybe I'm thinking of a different one.
No, he was like, I think it was like Skull's nephew or something with him, and he was like a karate teacher to him.
Oh,
like
yeah.
He was a sensei. And they had like their little side plot that would show up every so often.
Yeah. No. What I mean, Elric, I shouldn't say 6 Zords. I should mean 6 Megazords. Each person could have their own Megazord.
I watched a couple episodes here and there. The other ones, it's just none of them really did anything for me to make me want to watch.
Yeah. And technically, they always by halfway through whichever word, when there was, they start out with 5 and they get a 6th Ranger, there was 6 Megazords.
Yeah.
Or 6 Zords.
Some of them. It's really weird, some of them, too. Like, they were doing this thing for a while where they'll start out with 3.
Yeah.
And then they'll still end up getting, like, up to 6 by the time they're done, but it's, like, a weird way of them getting there.
Yeah. I think Ninja...
I think that one started with Ninja Storm.
Yeah. They brought in 3, started with 3, then they got 2 from a different thing, and then somehow they brought in...
School, then Cam, their tech guy, who was like the son of the sensei, became the Green Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Works. Oh, okay. Yeah, and usually the sixth Zord, at least for the original stuff, always it would take the place of the Red Ranger's Zord to form, and then the Red Ranger would be off by himself, or
Yeah.
The Sixth Ranger would be able to form its own Zord, Megazord by itself. Travis says the Green Samurai Ranger. Howard says the best Zord is Dragon Zord. The best Megazord is Dragon Megazord. Where's the seventh Megazord, Rick? Why only 6? Because only 6 Rangers? But it is 12:03. Anything you want to promote? As if I can't guess.
Obviously, tell people to show up on Saturday. Come on.
Yeah.
We need to make sure they show up. We gotta press it into them. Oh, and check out the Buckler.
Yes.
Do that for Diller. Go sign up for it if you haven't already.
Yeah. So, and I want to thank Metal for coming on and Dillard for that short period. Travis says, I think there was a season that they had up to 8 Rangers before. Yeah, there was. It was when they were working at some dinosaur park or not park or whatever. I know which one you were talking about, but yeah, they had close to like 8 Rangers or more.
I don't even know that one.
They got a lot of colors. And I'd like to thank everybody in the chat who came by, talked, and all that. It was great having you all here. Remember to stop. Tomorrow is going to be doing high noon. We're going to be doing the Cross Comics short, and then hopefully after tomorrow night, Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact, and then of course, as Metal said, Saturday 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Final Fantasy role playing here, so be there. Don't be square. So we'll catch you all later.
Well, everything's gonna fit in squares.
Yeah. We can be square, you can't be. Okay, so bye for now. Catch you all tomorrow. God bless.